Parashat Beshalach, what an awesome Sedra. The Jews are finally out of Mitzrayim, finally out of Egypt. They're walking to freedom. They panic when they see the Egyptians. They say one of the most awful things. Hamibli ein kvarim b'Mitzrayim? Was it because there were no more graves in Egypt? Lakachtanu lamut b'midbar? You took us to die in the wilderness? But eventually the Egyptians are drowned in the sea and the Jews have crossed over. Bnei Yisrael opened their mouths to sing Az Yashim Asher Bnei Yisrael. It's all wonderful. They are saved. And then it happens. Vayasa Moshe et Yisrael miyam suf. Vayasa. Not Vayisu. They journeyed. But Vayasa. Moshe caused the Jewish people to journey on. They were stuck in a moment. How do we go back to normal life when we've just witnessed miracles? How do we get a sense of reality when water has just formed two columns? We've walked through the sea, in the sea on dry land. So Rashi tells us because they were busy picking up all the spoils from the Egyptians and they had nothing and they wanted something for all those years of slavery. But really they were trapped. How do you return to the ordinary when you've been through the extraordinary? How do you get a sense of life and proportion and reality? And it gets so bad that they travel to a place and they can't drink the water because it's bitter, and the physical world, the natural world, the real world seems bitter to them. Hashem takes them to Elim, and for a moment they've got some water and they've got some dates possibly, and everything seems okay, but then they've got to go back to the real world, back into the desert, Midbar Sin, and the manna seems to be the solution. On the one hand, says the Gemara, they said the bracha hamotzi lechem min hashamayim came out of the sky, and every day it fell. So that we go to the shops, they went to the outside their tent, and it became normal and natural. Judaism doesn't want us to stay on those moments of those high moments, detached from the world in a world surrounded by miracles. It wants us to live in this world. We just celebrated Tu B'Shvat. The holiness that's in the fruit, the kedusha, the sanctity that comes from the fruit that grows in the land of Israel. To be satiated from the goodness of the land that we say in the blessing. The physical world has a lot to give us. And we learn it slowly, not through momentary lapses into a world of miracles, but the daily routine. The daily routine of going out. On the one hand, the manna was miraculous. On the other hand, it fell every single day. And if you left it over, it wouldn't be there. It would dissolve, it would turn into worms. It wasn't there the next day. And maybe here's the answer. On the one hand, we've got to keep our eyes open and see the miracles. Recognize the hand of Hashem in our lives and the love and the support and the constant attachment to Him. On the other hand, we need the routine and the rigor, not the monotony, but the rhythm of everyday living. We have to go out and get our food and connect with the world, but see in the blessings in our life. The hand of Hashem, it brings the food from another place and gives it to us. No one said Jewish living is going to be easy. And our ancestors that complained and got scared in the desert, we look at them with judgment all these years later, but maybe we really shouldn't give them the benefit of the doubt. How would we have survived in that environment? So with being a bit more respectful to our ancestors, understanding the challenges of living a world of holiness and world of miracles, even to the point where they could say, why did you, Moshe and Aaron, take us out into the desert? They seem to forget about Hashem. The manner and the rhythm of seeing the miracles day after day, but connecting with the real world, helps us to live a more organized life, the life that Hashem wants us to. Shabbat Shalom.